Welcome everyone, my name is Eep on the YAMc server, and today is a very special day because today this is the first episode on the new Java server because we broke Bedrock. So as you can see, I do need to make some adjustments to my skin. It's not quite rendering through correctly, but that's all good, and it's all going to be very exciting. But what we're going to do is we're going to rush ahead and try and get to the same point as we were on Bedrock, just so we don't have to go through all that boring stuff with you guys again. So I guess I had best go punch some trees. And it seems to be raining objects somewhat. So T has had a couple of days head start, and she is very kindly giving me a head start. And a bit of a boost here. So, yeah, thank you very much, T, who has now disappeared. That was just a flyby drop and run off. So thank you. And I'll go and do everything and be back later. Bye. Future Eep, looking back at all the things, and look, diamonds, my first on achievements. Oh my god, I have missed achievements on Bedrock. Like Java, every time you start a new world, you get a new set of achievements. Oh, love it. Yay, cow curls. Look at all the cow curls that I found. Oh, I do like my cow. Now, come here so I can force you to breed and then slaughter you all. And now they're all penned up and ready for my first little farm. Look, and I've got a little bit of wheat growing as well. It is nice starting again sometimes. So I've been digging in my big new mine. And what do I find? Rails. Like, seriously, brand new server. There's only 2 of us on here. And rails. Ah. More diamonds. But what's interesting is, check out these diamonds, but just next door to them is these rails. It's amazing how near and yet so far you are at any given point to diamonds. And just the sheer amount of diamonds that people have walked past and just didn't know about. Now, there's a disturbing thought. And time to go to the Nether. It's totally fine. You know, completely iron armor, because, you know, I haven't made enough diamonds yet. It's totally fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be totally cool. And I'm still loving the achievements. And yeah, it's all going to be fine. Me in my diamond armor, just rocking out in hell. That's a lot of lava. There's a lot of lava there. Suddenly, I'm feeling very scared and regretting this because that's a lot of lava. So there was a lot of lava, so I kind of figured, running around in my iron outfit, I should probably go do something about that. So this is T's base at the beginning, and what I'm doing here is visiting her, because she is in charge of villagers this time round. So she has all the enchanting books, and thus she has the books that I need for a bow. So I snuck up on her and I made her jump, which is quite funny. So I've come to collect a bow, enchanted it up, absolutely fantastic. You know what? First thing I did? Fell into lava. And wasn't recording. It was very, very tragic. And I got a bit disappointed and despondent at the poor bow that T had just furnished me with. And just... Oh. And just to say, I did indeed promise to build a Blaise farm in the Nether in exchange for said bow that I then magically dropped into lava and died. But yeah, so I owe T 1 Blaise farm. And these are T's villagers. She's been working really, really hard on these. I am providing her some soul sand. I did indeed make a trip to the Nether and came back with items. It was really quite scary. And yeah, she's been really, really working hard at all these traders. Look at them all. But it's not just T that's been working very hard on their base. Here's T delivering me yet more presents. Yeah, there might be a running theme here. To be fair, she had a few days head start. So she's come to view my base. So this is my base so far. So I've got me nether growing. I've got my little really badly built house. So I've been really, once again, really focused on farms and function. I haven't actually got round to putting a roof on my house. I still haven't actually got around to putting a roof on my house. So this is T having a look at my little base and seeing what it's like. It's a little mine house because of course it goes down into the mine next door to it. And I've got everything to make a start with. So yeah, nice little base for me. So one of the other changes we made when we moved to Java is we decided to start playing on hard mode, whereas before we were playing on normal, and outside is very, very dangerous. And it's just, just really rushing around. This sleeping thing is suddenly really important. And getting trapped outside is just suicidal. So yeah, it's just the world is just really dangerous now. So we're very glad to have actually put in another thing as modifications. Like we have some mods on, so we are using vanilla tweaks. And one of the key things, absolutely loving the one-person bed sleep thing, is just it's worth moving to Java just for that. It's just fantastic. But yeah, it's so dangerous outside. It's and like the amount of times creepers have just snuck up on me and killed me. They've destroyed my farms. Oh yeah, it's just a nightmare. Of course, Java is not without its bugs as well. This would be, I don't know if this is a bug because it does have the particle effects, but this is an invisible spider just camping out, trying to kill me. Very weird. And here we are once again at T's base. As you can see, she has made quite a lot of progress on it in the last few days while we've been playing this. So this whole thing between when we first started and up until the end has taken us about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. So we've used up our entire buffer for all the Bedrock videos that we had. We actually record some a little bit in advance and just give us a little bit of breathing space. And we've used all of that up in our rush to get through this Java and get up to date, just so that you guys can have that continuality and for us to be able to move on quickly. But as you can see, here's T's base. She's just making it look pretty and giving herself these huge farms. But what I'm doing here is I'm actually paying her 2 stacks of diamonds. You'll see I'm still wearing iron because I decided to pay her 2 stacks of diamonds, which was our agreed price for an entire set of enchanting books for all of my gear. So as you saw, she's got the traders. So I am just showering her in diamonds. She's going to make so much money. Just from me wanting to enchant my stuff. Oh, that was a lot of work, all those diamonds. And like I say, I'm not even wearing them yet. This was just pure mining just for her. And back at my base, and as you can see, I have a delivery. So woohoo! She delivered all my books. I'm still in my iron armor. And now I've got all my books that I can start enchanting my gold armor because I didn't see a need to put put diamond armor on without having it all enchanted because I'd just be more likely to die and then I'd lose it all and then. So as you can see, and she's very nicely put it all out. She gave me a bunch of gifts as well. So yeah, it was really nice of her. She has been very generous. And once I've got some farms up and running, then I can return the favours. So yay! But it's not just enchanting that we've been playing with, we've also been messing around with some brewing stands as well. We've also managed to find a skeleton spawner and made a little skeleton area for us. As you can see, we've been playing around with invisibility and seeing what it does. That does look really funny. So we have all sorts of shenanigans with that. It'll be really interesting to see. But yeah, we've got a little enchanting area with enchanting books next to where we're doing the brewing stands, and it's just really handy. And on the note of farms, I have had my first go at doing a creeper farm. Now this blew up in my face multiple times with the manual killing them. So that it just wasn't working. They just kept spotting me and blowing up. It was just a nightmare. So I did make a few modifications. And then in the end, I just turned it into an auto farm. So they'll come down and they'll take a lot of fall damage, and then they'll fall into the molten, onto the. I can never remember what those called, but those blocks that hurt them. So they'll fall down, they'll die, I get the loot, and I can AFK at it. It was a bit of a shame to not be able to do it manually, but this is so much safer and doesn't blow up in my face anymore, which I really appreciate. And of course, the big point of doing all of this is to get to the Ender Dragon, and to kill it as quickly as possible. So this was on hard mode, but we think that our dragon actually bugged out and it just kept flying round and round and round. It barely attacked us. It was so easy. And I'm not very good with the bow. Just every time it flew towards me, I could hit him. And it was just really, really quite simple. But all the farms, everything else, all the diamond gear, everything was gearing for this moment so that we could then go and get our wings, and we were just so excited. But yeah, the fight, I mean, we're on hard on Java, and it must have bugged. It surely it's not supposed to be this easy. But yeah, we just did it. It was really cool. And yeah, it was great fun. So the dragon dropped an elytra, which T had, and this was her attempt at a first flight, which took her a few attempts to take her off, but she then went off and found me in elytra, and all was right with the world. And after we'd spent a few hours running around, in the end, we had picked up just so much loot, and it was just really nice to have our shulker boxes back, and we had a few extra elytras each. We split everything 50-50. And yeah, it's just really nice to be back on our feet so quickly after restarting. Particularly as this was getting near to the point that we had just got to in the Bedrock server. And of course, once you've got your wings, your next thing, of course, is to go and kill lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of wither skeletons. I have started a wither skeleton farm, but again, this was just us running around trying to get the skulls so that we could get our beacons. And that was the last thing we did on the Bedrock. It was my first beacon in Bedrock, and we had to abandon it because the account broke and we couldn't fix it. Because it was on a realm that was attached to T's account, and when she couldn't get into her account anymore, we literally lost the whole realm. So we can't even take a copy of we can't even download the world or anything. It's a real shame. But here we are. So we're going to take advantage, and now we're on Java. And of course, what do you do once you've got all your wither skulls? You go and kill the wither. So this is a very, very quick run of us killing with it, and wow, it's just so different on Java than it is on Bedrock. To start with, I was properly geared up this time. So T said it was about as difficult from when she was geared up, but we are doing this on difficult. This was supposed to be on hard, and we just killed the wither twice because we'd managed to get enough for a beacon each. And we just killed the wither twice straight off. No problems, no drama. It was just so easy in comparison to normal mode on Bedrock. So the two are really vastly different in how they react. And so there you are. We are now back up to where we were in Bedrock. So now we're going to push forward. So we're going to be doing a few different things that we hadn't done on Bedrock because there is so much more support. There's so many more farms. There's so many more opportunities. So I've already started up there. You've seen my creeper farm. I need to be adding a sugarcane farm to that for the rockets. And it is just so nice to be on Java. I mean, Bedrock is great, but we had always thought to move to Java long term because of the benefits. And it's a real shame that we won't be able to play with the same people and it is a different community. But thank you very much for that. And thank you for joining us. And moving forward, then bye.